Me and my iced coconut water have a lot to talk about today. First of all, what I want to discuss is the fact that only a few days ago, I posted a new moon energy reading. It was the new moon in Cancer, and I was making my predictions, and one of my predictions was, I feel that there's going to be a lot of engagements this week. 2 days later, 2 days later, my best friend got engaged, and my timeline is filled with engagements. It was like the biggest engagement week I've ever seen on Instagram ever. And so I posted something about it, and a lot of you messaged me. I think I got like over 100 DMs about this. Like, I got engaged, my best friend got engaged, my cousin got engaged, this person got married, I moved in with my partner, blah, blah, blah. It was definitely a time of like creating family, creating a new family, a new home, which is what I was saying in that energy reading. So just a quick shout out to the energy readings, that the information that's downloaded from the collective unconscious. Keep up with those every month on the new moon and the full moon, and making sure you're subscribed and that your notifications are turned on so you know what to expect for that part of the month. It makes things a lot more meaningful and a lot more fun. Secondly, what I want to talk to you about today is FOMO, the fear of missing out. Who's not familiar with having FOMO, right? So yeah, let's get into the video. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. On this channel, we talk about spirituality, the law of attraction. So I said that out of order, I'm aware. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. And today I want to talk about what to do with the energy of the fear of missing out, because that is an energy that exists and that some of us tap into once in a while. Me, for example, I'm here in Sedona, my new home. Everything's absolutely beautiful. It's summer. I went with my love today in the morning on a beautiful morning hike. Everything's lovely. But then I hopped on Instagram, and all the people that I grew up with, there's so many people, and my two best friends, my absolute two best friends, are all traveling, and they're all together in a different country right now. And even people that I'm not so close to are like traveling all over the world. But right now is not necessarily the time for me to be traveling. It hasn't felt right. What I want to do is really more so focus on settling into a place for a little bit. I've been back and forth for so long. You know, my dog is getting used to things. I'm getting used to things. And it just wasn't optimal timing for me to travel, even though I would have loved to be with my loved ones overseas on vacation. So I'm on Instagram, and even though my life is feeling so beautiful right now and I'm so content, it's like there's this little fear of, wow, I'm really missing out. My best friend just got engaged and I'm not over there. My other best friend is in London and having a good time, and everybody's doing this and that, and oh, people are getting engaged, and you know, I just started a relationship. And everybody, no matter what stage of our lives, the grass can tend to always be greener on the other side, especially when we forget to tend and to pay attention to the grass on our side. So I had a conversation with my partner, and I said, you know, I'm feeling like I'm having FOMO. What do you do when you feel like you have FOMO? And we just unraveled it, and we talked about what's really important in life. And this is what this idea came from. How do we handle the fear of missing out? The feeling that everybody's having more fun when we're not around, or the feeling that other people have more than we have, right? So this is something that I've talked about for years on my channel, and I want to go back to this. And this is the concept of having a highlight reel. Unfortunately, the culture that we live in today is really set up so that we are constantly comparing ourselves to others, because we feel like we have a peek behind the curtain of people's lives. But the truth is, it's a curated version of their lives. People's Instagram and social medias, more often than not, tend to be a highlight reel more than a behind the scenes. It's like, here are the best moments of my life, and let me put a smile on. Trust me, as somebody who used to spend time around influencers and content creators, and even just, you know, the average person on Instagram, I have seen way more often than not a person picking up their phone, recording, putting down their phone, and sitting, and not engaging in their surroundings, because it's really all about this life curation thing that we're doing on social media. Let's make it look like I'm having the best time ever. I'm doing everything that I would want to be doing during this time. I'm so happy. And it's just for show. It's not real. And of course, for a lot of people, it is real, and that's amazing. You know, you've had super happy moments that you've shared on Instagram. So have I, that you shared on social media. But, you know, I believe that The happiest moments are the ones where you forget to take a picture. You forget to pick up your phone, unless you're consciously, intentionally trying to share those things. Why are my sprinklers on at 4 p.m. and they're watering rocks? I'm gonna have to look into that. So that's first and foremost. So a very proactive and pragmatic way of going about this is getting off of social media, especially if it's a high FOMO time. If a lot of people that you know are traveling and have access to things that you currently aren't involved in, get off social media. Because what you're doing and what we're all doing is throwing our energy and throwing our attention to these other people, their lives, the lives that we perceive. And so we're feeding our lives in our conscious reality a lot less energy. So we're living almost in autopilot. I can't even count how many times people are just, completely checked out on their family at dinner on their phones, checked out from their partners because they're looking at somebody else's story. So let's turn off social media. And I know that in the beginning it might be hard because social media sucks our souls out. I'm not even saying that figuratively. I genuinely believe that literally it consumes our souls. And so sometimes it's hard to tear your soul away from it. But with intention, time, and practice, you'll be able to finally put it down, set do not disturb, and go for a walk. Go do something else. Get off of consuming other people's highlight reel. That's the first thing. The second thing is to identify what you're really feeling and kind of to sit with it. I know that while I was scrolling through the stories, I'm like, oh, I wish I was there. I wish this, I wish that. And that's, again, taking energy off of my life and my beautiful current surroundings and throwing it somewhere else into a story, an illusion that might not even be real. And so I put the phone away and I sat down and I took a deep breath and I identified, well, what am I really feeling? What is this telling me? I'm feeling like I want to be around lively people right now. I'm feeling like I want to live my life, and I'm feeling like I want freedom and new experiences. And when you really identify what it is that you're feeling that you desire when you're looking elsewhere and feeling that FOMO or feeling jealousy or a little bit of resentment or whatever it is, when you identify what it is that you desire, then all these situations all FOMO is a reflection for you to become a lot more clear about what it is that you want in life. And that's beautiful and that's useful. And so I saw these things and I saw how I was feeling and I realized, okay, what I really want, I would love to travel. I feel like it's been a while since I had a vacation that was about myself. The last 3 vacations I've taken were bachelorettes and for a wedding. So it was very much about my best friends and their beautiful love and their experience. And it was very much putting myself second, even though I had to travel to these places and get out of my comfort zone and pay money and resources and blah, blah, blah. It was beautiful experiences. I enjoyed them, but it wasn't about myself. So what I'm craving is to explore a new place. I'm craving to meet new people and hear foreign languages and see the world. And that's awesome. That you, FOMO, for showing me that, because now the next step is what I'm going to share next is to use that information, because that's what you're getting. You're gathering information and use it for your meditations and your visualizations. So let's say, for example, I have this one friend that is in Italy right now. She went to Italy and Spain by herself, and she's posting the pasta and the wine and the lakes and the people and the vineyards, and it's just so intoxicating to me as a Sagittarius sun. I just want to be there. I want to slurp it all up, right? First, I feel so genuinely happy for her. So cool that she felt comfortable enough to go do that alone. And secondly, let me sit and visualize myself doing exactly what she's doing. At that point, I'm using social media and her sharing for a positive thing, because it's giving me more information and context to use in my visualization. So I sit, and very important, you start to relax. And before you start to visualize what you want, you begin by paying attention to what you already have. And what I did this morning after my conversation about this was I very intentionally pulled my energy away from everywhere I had sent it. My energy was all over the place. I imagined it coming closer, and I'm doing it right now as I show you this. My energy is being pulled in, my auric field is being pulled in, rather than feeding these social media platforms, rather than even feeding these people that I'm watching and following. I'm pulling it in. And even, you know, my best friend is calling me, telling me about her engagement and how much fun she's having. I'm even going to pull my energy away from that because a part of me is there with her because I want to be with her so much. Let me pull that back, pull my energy in tight. Okay, this is a feeling. You can't do this wrong. It's just a feeling and a knowing. And your energy is pulled away from other people. It's returned home. You can even just say, I call back my energy from anywhere that doesn't serve me. I call back my energy now. And then start to think about what you do have. The bed that you got to sleep in this morning, the food on your plate, your loved ones, your partner, your grandma, your dog, your cat, your health, your passion. The book that you loved reading, that you just finished or that you just started, the class that you're excited to take, the yoga class you're looking forward to, your morning coffee or tea or matcha, or even just the existence of something. Like, wow, I'm so grateful that the sun exists. I'm so grateful that the ocean exists. I'm so grateful that my mom exists, that my dad, that my brother, that my sister. I'm grateful for these things. I'm grateful that there are flowers on the world. Just feeling gratitude and joy. And once you've accessed this place of gratitude and joy, bringing to mind all the cool things you saw that you wanted to do. And of course, your FOMO, the thing that you're grappling with, doesn't necessarily have to be travel like mine is, but I know that many will relate. It could be an experience someone else is having, or something somebody has. And you just take that thing that you've identified that you desire, and you take the emotion that you desire, like for me it was freedom and new experiences, and begin to feel that in your own body, in your own chest, and see yourself there. So I'm seeing myself walking down cobblestone streets, wearing a beautiful dress, walking to a restaurant to have some nice lemon pasta, maybe a tiramisu afterwards. I see myself now at a beautiful old Italian hotel overlooking the ocean, having an aperitivo, whatever that is for you, just visualizing yourself having that and doing that, how good that feels. And when you're done with your visualization, just saying thank you because I've set my intention. I know what I want. This is what I want to experience. And now you can feel happy and good for everybody else who gets to experience it because all they're doing is offering more information for you in your visualizations. And so you can ask them for an itinerary or recommendations because they're just helping you achieve what you want as well. It's okay to feel the way that we're feeling, but it's also very important to continuously bring ourselves back to the present moment. I think it was Wayne Dyer, I might be wrong, that said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's it. Our perception really affects how reality is going to play out for us. So I want you to take whatever information you've gathered, however you're feeling about missing out on something. I know you're not missing out. You're just collecting information about what you're going to have and what you're going to experience. I hope this little exercise helped you, my loves. Let me know in the comments below what you're calling in, not what you have FOMO over, but what you want to experience and what you're going to experience. Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on, give me a big kiss. I'm gonna go make dinner. A thunderstorm is starting, so that's exciting, really exciting. I love you. Until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way up. Bye.